Here we go now.
All right, so we're doing the swing set build today. Kids are in school, Lauren and I are in the backyard working on this. Seems pretty easy, seems pretty straightforward. Everything's very clearly marked. All the wood has labels, we've laid everything out. We've double checked with the instructions. At the end, I'll give you my honest review about all this. If we entertain you along the way or this video helps you out, please consider subscribing to our channel. Follow us along all these DIY projects and our house flipping projects as well. All right, so according to the instructions, all you need is a drill, some drill bits, a screwdriver, a tape measure, and some socket wrenches. Yeah, I opened the socket wrenches up upside down and it's a mess. Laid out all the hardware, all the screws and bolts. Yeah, there's a lot of screws here. Hopefully we don't lose any.
You want to help us out, Reese? Yeah? All right, come on.
Here we go now.
This is our first swing set build, so we went with a smaller version, mainly because our skill level was a little in question here. Our kids are young, so we didn't need a ginormous jungle gym sitting back here, taking up half our backyard.
All right, so one of the most important things that I've learned as we're going here, all this hardware that you come with, all the nuts, the bolts, the washers, they're all labeled. As you can see, this one's V9, this one's V20, there's a whole bunch of them, B4, S7, B13, B6.
You shot my battleship.
Every one needs to be laid out so that you can easily see it, because the instructions, they're very specific right here, how to put them together and where they go. We've been working on it for about 2 hours, but we got to go pick the kids up from preschool. So, all right, back from lunch. We're gonna get cracking on this again. Pick up the kids. They are doing their rest time right now. Hopefully by the time they're up from their rest time, we can have this finished. So let me give you guys a little tip here. All these bags, what I would normally do is I would open the box up and I would take every nut and bolt out of the bags and all the washers. I would set them out in piles, but do not do that, because if you look at these bags, they're all labeled. If you take them out, the instructions are gonna be hell for you. The instructions are all labeled here really well, but you need to know what you're looking at. So everything says what you're getting here. The B1, the V8, the V9, all that stuff is pretty well labeled. You just have to keep these things in the bags. Been caught. He's on to us. You're supposed to be sleeping. Oh boy, this will make for a very unproductive next hour or so. All right, so we've run into the first little quality control issue here. This step right here should go in the middle right here. So those screw holes right there, those screw holes should line up, which they do, but the screws that they give us are, I don't know, they're kind of on the cheaper end, but for the price of this, it goes right through there. There's no screwing, and they give you these pre-drilled holes and it just goes right in. So that's already flush, which basically allows the thing to just pop out. So I brought out a couple exterior screws, some 2.5s that I'm going to get in there. They're a little bit bigger than the hole, so obviously this was a fairly inexpensive swing set. I'm not going to get too bent out of shape on it, but there are a couple little things here and there. They do want you to measure these steps to try to even them out, which is going to take a little bit of pre-drilling here. So as far as the first time swing buyer, first time swing builder, this may be one of those moments that you want to throw your hammer, your drill, but we'll keep going. All right, I know I had to stop my progress again. You can see I threw a couple of the longer ones in, some exterior screws. I'll get a couple more, but they want you to measure this out. 5.9 inches. 5.9 inches. This is the time where I want to phone a friend. I have no idea what 5.9 inches is. All right, I'll figure it out, but this is gonna take a couple minutes. All right, so my dumb luck, on the back of my tape measure, they gave me a little decimal equivalent. So none of these are 0.9. There's a 0.906, so 29 seconds. We're gonna fudge it a little bit and go a little bit more than 7/8. You can see that right there. I don't know, is this inverted? I don't know. You can see 7/8, 0.875. We're gonna go a little bit above 7/8.
It looks like somebody caught us putting this thing together.
This was supposed to be one of those cute videos where Lauren and I got the whole entire swing set done before they got home from preschool and woke up from their nap, but yeah, they're up already. If you have kids and you're trying to do projects like this, I'm sure you're feeling for us right now and you understand totally what's going on. guys have never been on swings before, have you, like this?
When our oldest daughter was young, we looked for a swing set for her that was small and safe. Seeing these two next to this swing set, man, I really wish this was available back then. It really does feel like the perfect size for any kid under 5 years old. The distance these swings are off the ground feels like the perfect height for these kids. They shouldn't need help getting on and off, which will hopefully give them a little bit more independence playing on here where we don't have to helicopter parent.
Now bring them back.
Fly sky high.
It will not take up a lot of space in your yard. Your kids will be safe even if they fall from this deck. It's only about 3 feet off the ground, if that. Even if they do fall off the slide or that rock wall, they are not going to get injured. A couple of the things that I really like about this, the swings have a PVC covering over the chains so the kids won't pinch their fingers. And because they're connected by carabiners, these seats can be removed, and if your kid's not ready for a big kid swing, you could put a child seat on there. The sliding board feels real sturdy. One of the things I'm highly disappointed is the space under the deck. There is no way you could use this for a sandbox. Unless your kid is 2 feet tall, they're gonna hit their head every time they go in there. Not to mention, you're not gonna be able to put that much sand in there at all. Like I said before, the rock wall feels very safe. The incline is just right. These swings are adjustable. They're here to accommodate the growing kids. With these carabiners, you'll be able to adjust the height as your kids grow. I really hope that this review helped you out a little bit, and I hope the video was fun to watch us build our first swing set.
G52.
You shot my battleship.